everyone, we have to go over Bitcoin here because as you guys can see, we have been moving down recently. We went from 92k all the way down to 88, and now we're back at 90. But I just noticed something that's actually pretty important. So anyways, we're going to go over this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice, but look at what we got here. We have a rising wedge actually forming here on the charts. And as you guys know, rising wedges are bearish patterns. So that is definitely not good. The fact that we have a rising wedge here, and yeah, this could end badly, or it could be a false alarm. These have like a 72% or a 60% win rate, something like that, success rate to the downside. So there's a possibility that this could continue upwards, yes, but just because it's a bearish sign, I'm still going to lean more towards the bearish direction here because, you know, this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges are bearish. So the last rising wedge actually that I just was watching was on Aster, and Aster actually has something similar here. Well, had something similar, and they broke down to the downside from that rising wedge there. And yeah, if the same thing was going to happen to Bitcoin, then we could see a pullback here with the rising wedge as well. So, you know, this is a bearish sign. It's definitely not looking good for Bitcoin. This is the %R trend exhaustion. We can see the white line, which is the short-term trend coming down here, and the blue line, which is the long-term trend, trying to bounce back up, but they can both easily continue downwards, especially since it's inside of a rising wedge. I'm not saying that it's going to break down and continue to dump, but what I am saying is that there's a possibility that it doesn't have a recovery here because we do have a bearish sign. So it's not 100%, but you know, just know there's always that possibility there. So that's just one thing to remember. And this is just the 4-hour chart. Of course, if we go up here to the daily chart, it'll look a little different, but still, this is still not a good sign on the daily chart. So this is the %R trend exhaustion. And usually when we see the short-term trend breaking out like this, and then the long-term trend is just going sideways, is usually a bearish signal here. So I think that Bitcoin could continue to break down from here. So that's definitely something that people are going to want to watch and pay attention to. And I just think this is another huge crash waiting to happen. This one is going to end up dropping us down to 75, well, technically 74K, because the high of the previous rally that we had in 2024 was 74K, and the low of the previous rally was over here at 74K as well. So that's what we have pretty much. And what I mean by previous, 2 rallies ago we had the 74K high, and then 1 rally ago we had the 74K low. And the fact that we're about to touch that 74K low again pretty much confirms that we're inside of a bear market. So that's something that people should definitely pay attention to. We're having good buying volume here on the MACD, but that could easily turn bearish, especially because we have a rising wedge forming here. So, you know, it is pretty bearish of a sign, but we will see how this plays out, because remember, it doesn't always have to play the way that you think it's going to. Even though it is a technical rising wedge, doesn't always mean that it's going to actually break out, or actually break out to the downside, because I've seen falling wedges break out to the downside when they should break out to the upside, right? And I've seen rising wedges break out to the upside when they should break out to the downside. Same thing for the symmetrical triangles, same thing for the descending and ascending triangles. So, you know, it's all dependent on how the market's moving. We're actually going to be getting a lot of different financial news for this upcoming week. They're going to be doing the whole job openings things on the 9th. They're going to be doing the Fed press conference where they announce the interest rate decision, whether or not they're going to lower the interest rates, which could be bullish for markets. So we'll see what they do at that meeting, and that meeting is definitely going to change whatever happens inside of this market. That's going to be on the 10th of December, which is pretty much going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is usually what they do it at. So 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on December 10th, which is going to be on a Wednesday. So that is pretty interesting. That's probably going to shape the whole market. We'll see what happens. By then, maybe that's the straw that breaks the camel's back and sends it down even lower, or maybe this acts as a bullish catalyst, and invalidates the whole bearish idea here. So we'll see what exactly happens with that once that happens. But anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. As always, I'll be back with another video.